Alright, good day, welcome loves, welcome to my channel. This is going to be for you, Cancerian. Alright, so let's see what we have going on with you guys. I haven't done you guys in like forever. So let's see what's going down here for the Cancerian collective. Alright, let's get these mixed around a little bit here. Got the Emperor. Alright, let's do a few shuffles and get to it. Let's go for the Cancerian collective. For the Cancerians, please. Alright, what do we got? Alright, okay, so we're starting off with the Star card. Beautiful, healing. Alright, because you guys are water signs. I feel like as water signs, you guys tend to become like very vulnerable. Like it doesn't take much to like make you cry. It doesn't take much for you to get in your feelings. Alright, you do rule the moon, so that should say a lot. Alright, so I feel like you need to just kind of focus on centering your energy, alright? Getting it in a calm place. But I feel like you're really working on yourself here. You're healing. Alright? It's like you're being like restored. Alright, you could have been kind of lost, and now I feel like you're finding yourself, you're finding your way through life, and you're just kind of like at a point where you're feeling content. You're feeling good. Yeah, we have here the Nine of Cups. Alright, so yeah, I feel like you feel good. Alright, because I feel like at some point you were really stuck like this, literally, like. But I feel like the more in touch you come with your spiritual side, the more you look into, like, I feel like what you're doing is you're learning a lot. And it's really helping you along your path. It's really helping you find your way. Because like I said, I feel like you were here, just feeling stuck. Something had you in a different mindset than what you should be in. Alright? So that's what I'm getting the most here. Yeah, because there you are. Yeah, so you're moving in a whole new direction here. Alright, I feel like you're letting go of a lot. You're letting go of a lot of issues is really what I'm getting here. Alright? You're moving into that calm energy. Life is becoming to calm down for you. And when life starts to calm down and you start to understand yourself, your purpose, the more wiser you become, the less fears you have, the less worries you have, the less anxiety that you have, right? So you're in your energy here. And I feel like you're finding a perfect way to balance like your watery emotions, and you're like learning how to ground it. Alright, you're learning how to ground your emotions. You're focusing on the things that fulfill you the most, the things that you want the most in life. And you know what that is because you've released yourself from this 8 and 9 of Swords energy, and are just understanding the ebb and flow of life. Alright? We have the 3 of Pentacles here. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, yeah, it's working on yourself. That's what I'm getting the most with that 3 of Pentacles, is you're working on yourself. Yeah. Alright, which is beautiful. You're finding that balance. You're accepting truth. And yeah, I just feel like you're focusing on yourself. I feel like, oh God, this is weird. I have my self-care deck out. But it's like, I feel like you maybe need to focus. Like anytime your thoughts are starting to like drift back towards this 9 or 8 of Swords, hopefully it doesn't, but If it does, I feel like you need to use your hands. All right, because I'm getting like art. All right, some type of arts, crafts. All right, maybe that's what you've been doing, you know, to kind of like ease your thoughts. Drawing, sewing, pottery, painting, whatever it is that brings, yeah, peace of mind. Yeah, I feel like it does. It helps kind of calm your mind. Like your mind will race and race and race. And it's like, because I feel like you've got, you know, maybe some trauma, some fears that just could just be mental health issues, right? But it's about overcoming these things, all right? It's about the more you overcome, because these are just challenges for you to overcome, the more balanced your mind becomes, the more clear it becomes, the more understanding you become when it comes to the ebb and flow of life. All right, so yeah, it's like it provides a lot of peace. All right, it's about calming your thoughts, calming your impulses, maybe anger, stuff like that, you know, releasing any resentment that you may have towards people, but it's just releasing yourself. But you really need to ground yourself, because I feel like you're like an emotional sponge at times. Yeah, because then we got the moon card here. You're very intuitive. You're very, very, very in tune. Okay? But you can't let it destroy you. That's why it's very important for people that are very sensitive to ground themselves. All right? You don't gotta like do all this stuff that like people will try to tell you to do. Because trust me, you don't have to do all that. All right? Just go with the flow of life, and just let your life, just train yourself to just automatically go out, you know, soak up the sun, sit on the ground, walk barefoot, go for a walk, you know, and just like take in nature itself. Okay? Because I feel like, yeah, it's like there's a lot of emotional damage here and trauma. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you know, it's about the more effort you put into this, the better the outcome. Okay? So if you've ever wondered why are things not, you know, moving along as fast, it's because, you know, you got to be there mentally, you know, because our mental state can really throw things off in our life. Like once things are starting to go good in your mental thoughts get low, it can slow things down, the good things down, kind of like stunts it here. All right, so let's wrap this up for Cancerian. And I think I'm going to pull from we're going to pull from the self-care. All right, for you guys, for the Cancerians. Let's wrap this up here. So, you know, you may kind of be in and out. Maybe you have in and out relationships with people because of past heartbreak. Maybe you have an issue trusting people, you know, but it's time to grow from that and use that as a lesson learned. All right. I've always told people karma is not bad. Like when things smack us in the face, right? It's just like a parent steering us the right way, trying to prevent us from fucking up more. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like the more you invest, the more you see the wheel turn in your favor, the more blessings and good things that will come in. All right, so we're gonna pull from the self-care here for, I just saw the pleasure card. So yeah, maybe you're kind of like an in and out, you know, maybe you don't have very like strong committed relationships. Might have to control the own impulses. All right, let's do 2 more and get to it for Cancerian. Self-care regarding this, because like I said, fears, worries, stress, but it's all just mumble jumble, right? Our minds can be our worst enemies. So we have here, connect with fire. All right, I feel like you need to write down all the bullshit that doesn't serve you and write it down and burn it. All right, just write it down. And connect with your ancestors here. And as a water sign, make sure you stay hydrated. There's that grounding energy here where you need to go out and take a walk, absorb nature. But like I said, make sure you bring water, especially if it's hot. You want to stay hydrated here. But that's where you're going to feel and connect with your ancestors the most. Maybe carry certain crystal stones in your pocket there. Maybe sing along the way. You can also make an altar, you know, as a place to like say your positive affirmations. Maybe you want to have like candles lit, little figurines of spiritual things. But yes, as a water sign, you need to stay hydrated. Okay? And don't put the fire out, but make sure you always have a hose handy anytime you do light a fire. It's going to be important. Wow, we have here sync with the moon, with the intuition card. All right, what do we have here? We have the freaking moon here, and we have you here. Sync yourself with the moon here. All right, and listen to your intuition, not your thoughts. Okay? Calm the thoughts. Listen to the intuition, to your gut. All right, so obviously connect with fire, write it down, burn it, and don't think about it again. Don't look back, nothing, okay? Because that's where people fuck up. Okay, so sync with the moon, with your intuition. That's also how you'll be able to connect with your ancestors too. And, you know, you can do all of this. When you're out in nature, pay attention to what you're feeling, what you're sensing. All right, any animals and stuff you come across, focus on deep breathing exercises. All right, maybe you get like panicky or something when you get, and rest is key. All right, and yeah, ground yourself. That's going to help you with your sleeping, and take a bath, soak in that. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, and you guys have a good night.